to the 23-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Hey, orbit. 23, gun. 43. Check, 43.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Well, he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 51 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Watch the eye. Hey, Ringo, 48. Topper.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Brady gives to Michel. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they have that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And that's complete. It's Watson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Brady going to throw. And that is incomplete here.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins, a gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. These two teams all tied after 1. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Hey, high 7.
Now Cousins. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. That close on third down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on third and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Bravo. 36 to Mike. Check out. Hey, out. Recon, 132 fighter. 36.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins, and he's able to find Diggs. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 40. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. They do go for it. It's Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Brady now going to leave it with Michelle on the draw. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. off the draw. Here's Michelle. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play. Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 3rd down, Michelle. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Now Brady to Michelle on the screen. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
No, 66. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Now Brady. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Wait, that's 29. Alpha. Alert. Hey, 2.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. And that'll be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Hey, box truck. 36.
Cousins on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Hey, echo.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. It's complete to Diggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 52 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Bailey got the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a very short kick taken by an up man.
Let's go! At their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Brady. Caught by the tight end Watson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. Brady now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line.
That's another
back now here live in New Orleans. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a one-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. From the gun, they run with Michel. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
66. Bravo.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady, it's caught. This is White. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Brady now, 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Brady to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. On the ground, Michel at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Michel going to try again. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A 5-yard touchdown run. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Brady to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen, 43 yards.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Go, go. One.
Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. First down, here's the run with Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Gun.
Again, it's Cook. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure the investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Cousins to throw. Looking for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Well, partner, this hasn't been the smoothest day for him, but he certainly picked the right time to get right, as they like to say. How about that for a touchdown?
Boy, he did. I guess they say all's well that ends well. It's not over yet, but you're right. He picked a good time for that first touchdown pass.
Exactly right. Not over yet. The defense is going to have to make it hold up.
Now Cousins. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. On second down now, it's Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They run it again with Cook. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. Here's Britton Colquitt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. That's taken on the 25. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000.
Wait, set. Round 80. Round 80.
One final try now for Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Yeah. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. Yeah. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winner side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wheel. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.